Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Saints Row 2. In today's video, we're continuing with the trend of doing side quests, and in this episode, it's mostly going to be rambling about recent games I've played, so this is going to date the episode very hard. So in today's episode, we are actually taking not the the charred hard burgers. That's not what we're doing. No, we're going to go and take on the mission, the side activity insurance fraud up in Ambrook in the Museum District. Gotta just finished playing Saints Dead Space on stream. So I'm very used to a PlayStation controller right now. So without further ado, let's get on with it.
It's a pleasure to finally meet you.
So what's this business proposal you mentioned?
You know, a woman getting ahead in the medical field is an uphill battle. I don't care what anyone says.
I may be a badass, but I don't think I can change the way an entire profession thinks about gender.
If I get in the brilliant book of world records for most patients served, I think that would send a message that women are just as proficient, if not more so, than their male counterparts.
All right.
Where are you going?
You said you were planning on treating more patients, so I figured you wanted me to hurt some people.
Oh, God, no. Surgery takes a lot of time. I need you to fake multiple injuries so I can treat you faster than I normally could.
Doesn't cheating to get a world record kind of undercut your point?
I'll live.
Just checking.
All right. So with the mission insurance rod, the goal is to rack up as much money in a combo as possible. The total limit for the level 1 in Ambrook is $50,000 worth of insurance fraud. Now, this isn't typically very difficult, so to say. It's more tricky trying to line up a set of things. So basically, we're just going to throw ourselves into harm's way, earn cash for respect. It's stupid, but kind of funny. Now we just got to go and... Okay, so this actually brings it up into the tutorial. Oh, shit! Especially marked locations will earn me extra money, so usually it's pretty good to hit those extra locations. I'm actually going to put a marker down so I can travel to it a little bit easier. So in case you get lost, don't be afraid, put a marker down to get there faster, because again, like all other activities, you are under a time constraint. But, so with this going on, this is going to be a excuse for me to talk about a couple of different games I've been playing lately. So first, I would actually like to start this off with a general discussion about the original Dead Space and what everybody thinks of that. Oh! I didn't know I could actually get points for that. Hell yeah. Now, this is the basic gameplay loop of just run into shit, run, jump, dive, duck, dip, get hit by cars. That's pretty much the deal. So, with the general discussion now open, I would like to start with Dead Space, as I just said. So we recently did a, God, what button? There it is. It's good to get a running start before you just let traffic mow you down. Oh! God damn, I can't get good, I'm not getting a good chain going. We recently did a full playthrough of Dead Space 1 over on the, God damn, keep running out of steam. We recently did a full Let's Play of Dead Space over on Twitch, which brings up the notion of the new remake as well. Oh, God damn, I'm not getting good hits on this. Jesus. So basically what I wanted to discuss is how Dead Space 1 affects survival horror. I think it affects it in a pretty positive light, generally speaking, because the game is actually pretty solid, it's fun to play, you get a pretty good horror experience across the whole game, which is kind of hard to do if you especially look at games like Resident Evil, where that horror aspect is more like a minor... Oh, fuck, I didn't even get to get... Ah, damn it, I didn't even get to... Well, we've almost got the point. Okay, adrenaline mode. After filling the adrenaline meter, use adrenaline chain together. You have to fight hits. So it gives us more airtime as a ragdoll. But between general survival horror, Dead Space definitely stands out as a top contender. And I will definitely say that as far as survival horror goes, Dead Space was definitely a good marker of the mid-2000s as far as that game went. Mostly to prove a point here, if you look... Ah, fuck, I'm stuck. Stuck! If you were to go back and look at, like, Resident Evil 5, Resident Evil 6, and how those games are today, they don't quite hold up very well for the survival horror, but that's because they became more, like, action-focused. But then you go to look at Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 3, Resident Evil 2, all games that I do believe came before Dead Space. They held up really well, and especially now that we got the remake of 2, the remake of 3, and technically a remake of 1, and pretty soon, in like what, 2 months, as in a month, 2 months as of this recording, will be coming out in March. And that's something I'm actually quite excited for. I can't wait to get that. Alright. But when you look at those games and their remakes, they came out wonderfully. And especially compared to how the games usually would... Oh shit, oh shit. Oh, where'd all the traffic go? Oh, that's right. The game likes to despawn stuff as... There we go. Now we're getting the motion going. Ooh, can we get... You motherfucker.
You won't think this is so funny when the shoe is on our foot.
Now this is what I mean by optimal gameplay. Get adrenaline going, take a hop. And then just bounce. Insurance Front is probably the easiest one to do out of all the side quests. But usually it's never too bad. You know, usually it's pretty manageable. You go to the special area, you bounce around a little bit, you get your adrenaline up, and you go to the next location. Anyways, so between the gameplay aspects of Resident Evil, where survival horror became a backseat, and Dead Space kind of maintained it up until its third sequel, where it kind of kept the horror but didn't do anything too spectacular with it, where they basically made it co-op as an experience, where very little is different between the two characters from what I understand. Yeah, boy. The game still holds up really well to this day. Like, granted, it was only 2008, and as of today, it is 2023. The game still plays and holds up exceptionally well. Like, I was surprised by how well it held up, and how much fun I ended up having playing it. So going into the new one, like, I only played a little bit. I think we're up to right before the chapter with the Regenerator. So not spectacular far. The game already has quite a few noticeable changes, and it definitely plays... Ooh, nope, I fucked that up. It definitely has some noticeable changes, but it also has a lot of new charm going for it, which is kind of surprising, to be honest. More big trucks, more big trucks. Come on, big trucks. Um, that's the thing though about Dead Space is it's with its original 2008 version being so widely accessible even to people who holy shit. Well, we were the one flying. With it being so accessible and so cheap at this time, being able to get your hands on it is pretty easy if you have a PlayStation 3 or an Xbox 360, either of which, you know, definitely if you don't have it, go pick it up. It's worth the time, I'd be honest. Yes. Ooh, almost got the whole Monty on that one. Now the game, what I'm trying to say here in very scrambled words, is the game is very good. It is solid. It is fun to play. Definitely go pick up Saints Row, not Saints Row, Jesus, Dead Space 1, Dead Space 2. Definitely pick those up. Having completed both of them now, they hold up well. They're fun to play. They're great. Moving on to a new game, Forspoken. That game, so far from what I have played, I think I'm about 3-4 hours into it, so I'd probably say not very far. The game is exceptionally fun. It's not something I plan on playing for the channel anytime soon, mostly because it's kind of a personal game I want to play right now. It seems interesting. The game hooked me just on the trailer alone, amazingly. And I may not have gotten a lot of time on it yet. Fuck it, drive on the sidewalk if you got to. But that game, like, just the magic is fun. It's weird, it's interesting, but I don't have too much to say about it. And then we got God of War. With God of War Ragnarok, having played almost every single aspect of that game, it has been a wonderful time playing. And especially the fact that I have beaten the story and excitedly wait for the next installment if they do decide to continue Kratos' story. It'll be a blast getting to play that. Because Sony Santa Monica really found their what's the word? Cash cow? Okay, I don't know how they've done it, but they did it. They found it. But they've done it. They've managed to make a solid game that plays well, that's fun to actually sit back and roll with quite a while. But that's all I really got as far as games. I haven't really been playing too many. Scooter Brothers. Yeah, I haven't really gotten much to play. Anything outside of what I've been playing for stream and recording for the channel. Yes, run me over. Yes. Alright, there's not a lot of vehicles, let alone big vehicles here, so let's move to the second location before things get out of hand with the time constraints. Ah, here we go. This is what I'm looking for. Oh, got adrenaline going. Bingo. God, these minigames are just stupid fun. Like, what other game are you going to be able to play that lets you just commit insurance fraud and bounce around car hood to car hood in the middle of in the middle of suburbia? None. I don't think there is a single other game outside of Saints Row that'll let you do this. good combo going. Yeah, we're actually progressing through this a lot faster than I expected. This might actually wind up being a bit of a shorter episode. Alright, this will be the last of it. It does make you wince when you get like a really good hit on something. But all right, since that is the last of that. Oh, cool! We get 15% less reduced vehicle damage. Now I take much less damage. Cool. That is actually kind of useful, since there is a pretty solid chance that we will just get nailed by cars every now and then. All right. So with that being done, we have the unlock for that. We will call an end to this episode. So thank you everybody for, sitting here listening to me ramble on about video games, and hopefully I will get to see you all in the next one. All right, bye.